Hey guys, it's Kyle. I like to start all of my mornings and all of my training sessions just with a little kind of weird movement yoga type stuff. So I wanted to walk you through what a session might be, so feel free to follow along. Today, I'm going to focus a little more on the upper body. So let's just start with some arm swings across. As we do this, we want to check in on all the things that we typically care about when we're talking about working out and quality movement. So I'm drawing my lower abs in, my butt's tight, I'm holding a Kegel, my rib cage is down, I'm standing tall, twisting my feet into the floor. So I'm going to try and maintain those spine positions as I warm up here. So as I do things, I don't want to start getting into these nasty positions. I don't want my spine to go with me, so I want to keep everything nice and braced, nice and tight. Now let's go up and back. We're going to mimic the positions that we use in a push-up and a jump. So in that push-up, my shoulder's back. I'm creating that external rotation. So when my arm goes up over my head, my palm's actually going to be facing behind me. In my jump, my hands turn in and my palms face up. So I actually need to rotate my shoulders to warm up the positions that I want to use later. Again, as I'm coming up, I'm trying not to let my spine go that way. Just trying to keep it nice and neutral, engaged. Okay, let's do some big ones forwards. And backwards. Let's just rotate. I like to get my lower body involved so I can feel this in my hips. I also play some golf and disc golf, so it's kind of left-handed and right-handed swinging. So I like to mimic those motions. So let's go ahead and hinge over. I'm nice and tight. I'm just going to do kind of a right-handed and a left-handed swing. Alright, now stand up. Let's get your arms as far out to the side as you can. Rotate one hand up and back and the other one backwards and up. And just reach out far, stay tight with your midsection. Let's just get some good rotation there in the shoulder. Alright, let's just kind of do scarecrow arms without your shoulders dumping. Let's try and keep those shoulders back. As I go down, my hands kind of turn inside and back. As I go up, my hands turn back also. Just really trying to get that movement and rotation in the shoulders. All right, now let's just round one vertebrae at a time. Draw your lower abs in. I'm going to reach really far back behind me. And then as I come up, I'm going to reach way up and back. I'm going to do that a couple times. Now I'm going to do the same thing, but this time with the flat back. So I'm not going to let my spine have any movement in it. I'm just going to hinge as far as I can without my spine rounding. And I'm going to come up, reach up with straight arms and a flat back. I'm just going to get progressively faster. I'm trying to maintain that neutral spine position and balance even on my feet. All right, let's go ahead and squat down. We're just going to wiggle around down here. So we're going to do everything you're not supposed to do in a squat. We're going to cave your knees in. We're going to let them drive way out. You're going to go towards those toes. Let's round your back. Let's extend your back. I'm just trying to loosen up, get everything moving. I like to put pressure on my knees, trying to jam my femurs back in their sockets. It helps me really kind of glide in here. Okay, let's go down on all fours. Twist your hands into the floor and get those shoulders back in their sockets so my elbow pits are facing forward. I'm going to keep my back flat and I'm just going to move my shoulder blades around. So I'm not doing a cat and cow. My back's neutral. I'm just trying to get some good movement in my shoulder blades. Notice as I drop my chest to the floor, I'm trying not to let my elbows bend, so I'm trying to stay real active, pushing into the floor and just moving those shoulder blades around. Okay, so now drop your shoulder blades back, and then try and roll them up your back, and then push away from the floor. Then we're gonna reset. Drop them back, roll them up, push away. And then let's do that a couple times the opposite way. We're going to drop them back, roll them down your back, push away. All right, let's go ahead and do 5 push-ups. If you need to do knee push-ups, just put your knees on the ground. But no matter what, let's keep our butt tight, belly button drawn in. So let's work on those really good spine positions. All right, then what I want you to do is walk your hands in towards your feet and wiggle around. Now you're gonna walk your hands back out. We're just gonna do 4 push-ups. Then walk your hands back in, wiggle around, come back out. We're gonna do 3 push-ups. Walk it back in, wiggle around. 2 push-ups. Then 1 last push-up. All right, now let's get our right foot next to our right hand. We're gonna keep our back leg straightened off the ground. I'm squeezing my back butt cheek, drawing my belly button in. I'm gonna shove my hips down. Then I'm going to straighten that leg. I'm going to change direction. So I'm going to face towards my front foot. I'm going to shove my hips down, straighten that front leg. I'm going to face away from my foot. And I'm just going to go in and out of those positions a few times. And then I'm going to switch sides. So same thing on the other side. My butt cheek is flexed, shoving my hips down. Straightening my leg, changing directions. For me, I'm just really searching for what feels tight. If I feel something tight, I might wiggle around there a little bit more, spend a little more time in that position or at that angle. All right, now let's get into our push-up plank. Then we're just gonna stick our butt up in the air. And we're really going to push into the ground. So I'm twisting my hands, pushing my hands into the ground, dropping my shoulder blades back, just sticking my head through. Then I'm going to wiggle from side to side. Trying to get my bicep kind of behind my ear. All right. So then I would move on if it was my morning routine. Then I'd move on to doing some more mobility specific to what I felt during that warm-up, or mobility specific for a workout I'm going to do later in the day. If I was going to work out right now, then I'd move my warm-up into getting out of breath and getting a little more specific for what I'm about to get into. All right, thanks for joining me.